What's up, guys? Am I audible?
Yes, Vishal. Good evening. Good evening, all.
Very good evening, Surendra and everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello, guys. We are on time, but I'm missing some more students. Where they are? Let it be. All right, so we can start without any delay. So what's going on, guys? All good? Ben, Sar,
Yes, I swallow. Thank you. And you?
all good.
That's good.
Vishal sir, can we get means once the recorded is been completed, can we get on that same day uploaded in somewhere so that we can access it?
That's the limitation of the Zoom. Okay, even if we try, Zoom have the cloud recording. Okay, and it's take a time to just complete the recordings. Just it sync the recordings and then it's going to be downloadable after 10 to 12 hour.
10
Sometime.
to 12.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometime it's take. So let's suppose in the class right now I'm taking. So next date is going to be uploaded, not same day because team is working in the daytime. So they're going to upload it next day. So you have to wait at least one day, okay, for recordings. Make sense?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for your time and patience. For Monday onward, we have to very regular. The classes is going to happen very regular, okay? So initially we are in the slow, but going forward might be we are going to be very strict on the timings. We're going to be regular. Initially, why I go slow? Because I want to be let them people settle, understand slowly, because a lot of questions, a lot of query in their mind. So I want to settle those things. All right.
Yeah, Vishal, sir. Actually, I have one question
Hmm.
regarding our previous lab.
Yeah,
Uh,
please
like,
go ahead, please.
yeah, actually, in previous lab, we have created few rules to intercommunication between two VLANs, right?
Right, right.
And we also created another rule with zone
Hmm.
and applied that zone. So I just want to make sure that these two system can ping each other, or they can only access internet.
No, no, they even can ping each other. Let me show you. Might be the rule is still there. Let me test right away.
Yeah, actually I have done the same lab, and in that lab I am not able to ping my systems each other.
Surendra, please mute. Surendra, please mute. Okay, Alpesh, that's fine. So why, Alpesh, please mute. You have a noise, background noise. Please mute yourself. Okay, so what happened? The policy we created, right? You can see here the policy we created. That policy state that we have the LAN to internet policy. Okay, we not talk about the LAN to LAN communication. You can see the policy is LAN to internet. Make sense, Alpesh? So if you want to make them reachable from the VLAN point of view, so you have to go in the VLANs. Alpesh, you have the background noise. I request go in the silent place. It's disturbing, right? Or mute yourself. Alpesh, Alpesh, you listening, me? Please mute yourself, okay? Or go in the silent place. So here is a like VLAN, right? So you can see there is a one thing, block intra-zone traffic. So if it is going to be block, right? You're not going to ping. So let me try to ping. Let me go on the PCs. It's talking to the internet, you can see. But if I want to talk, if I go here, show IP, this is my IP address, this is my gateway. Here I go show IP. This is my IP address, this is my gateway. So if I try to ping my PCs, that is in the VLAN 20. Let me show you. It's not pinging, right? And this is the problem, right, Alpesh? I hope you are in the silent place. Mr. Alpesh, you there? You ask question and you gone.
Vishal sir, actually I asked that query. I'll be
Okay,
sure.
you asked. Okay, Surendra, you asked.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. So you can see this is, I just click that intrajon traffic and now it says pinging. Make sense? So
Yes.
to
I
make,
actually I forget to check that ratio button.
yeah, that's a good question. Even I forgot to explain. Okay, sometime everything not in my mind. So I just
Right.
forgot
I can
that,
understand.
right? So block intrajon, if I do that, it is going to block my traffic, right? But if
Okay.
it is allow, it is going to ping. So you can see I'm able to ping from here. And if I ping from 10.10.10.10 minus T, it is also going to ping. It's cleared
Hmm.
out.
Yes. Thank you.
Any other questions you have?
No, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. What next? So the next is we have to understand two interface mode type. That is the one is the redundant interface and one is the aggregated. Might be you guys know about what is the aggregated interface. Might not be aware what is the redundant interface. So let me first explain what is a redundant interface and what is aggregated interface. So aggregation means you have to like club these two interface physically to logical one. So we can increase the throughputs. So it is going to be give the maximum throughput. Like
Just like Ether channel, correct?
similar to Ether channel. Exactly, we
Okay.
have the Ether channel.
Okay.
That's the aggregations. So you have to do the aggregation on the both side and they are going to form the Ether channel. And we have to run the protocol that is a LSCP. Clear?
Mm.
The second redundant means we have to put these two interfaces in redundant, right? One is going to actively carry the traffic and another is going to backup. So if in case of any failure, my primary link is going to be failed, then secondary is going to take over that particular traffic. So that is the meaning of redundant. Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? That difference between aggregation and redundant, give me the thumbs up if you're happy with this concept. All right. So now let's understand what we can do to achieve this lab and how it is going to be happen. So to make this happen, we have to go in the FortiGate firewall. Let's suppose I have the two interface 2x3 and 2x2. So I have to go interface and I have to create the link as a redundant, right? So this is going to be make the link type at redundant. So I'll just make as a redundant interface. So I can just make as a smaller redundant link. And then you can just put here the interfaces which is going to part of redundant. Which port? That is a 2 by port 2 and port 3. Port 3, right? And if you want to give any IP address, let's suppose I want to give, let's suppose 30 series of the IP address. Let me give that. So I can give and I can allow the ping, HTTPS, SSH, and I can just commit it. That's all. So my redundant interface has been created. You can see redundant link has been created. And that is going to create a redundancy when the traffic is going to be come from the your LAN network.
Okay. So redundant links here the virtual link, correct?
Not a virtual link, it's creating a two physical link. So logical is making of the two interfaces. So actually the physical link becoming the logical one link.
Okay.
But one is the primary, one is the backup. Which one is the primary, which one is the backup, we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay.
That might be going to ask in the interview. So it's very important. Now what next? There are two PCs. Let me go 10 and 30, but 30 is not going to be, 10 is not going to be there because 10 is there. So probably, okay, leave it. I'll test from this PC and I'll just give the IP 30/24 gateway 30/30/30.1 that is configured on the FortiGate firewall. We did that. This one. So this switch is going to be layer 2. I'll create 30 VLAN and I make this 2 port in the this 4 port in the 40 VLANs and 30 VLANs, right? So I'll go in the switch. And after going in switch, let me okay. So I'll go in the enable mode. Config T, host name, switch to, and I create the VLAN 30. Okay. And I'll put the interface that all going to be part of VLAN 30. So the VLAN 30 is 0 by 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'll define all interface range, gig 0 by 0 to 3. And I'll put switch port mode access, VLAN 30, no shut, do right, and done. Clear till here? All good?
Encapsulation dot on queue not required.
It's access port. Encapsulation queue.
Sorry.
It's on trunk port.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
Very sorry.
VLAN ID. No need to sorry. I'm here to correct you. Okay. Show VLAN brief. So if you run this command, you see on VLAN 30 we have a total 4 interfaces. So this also we put that, but we generate the traffic from there. So let's try to ping. If I ping from this PC, my gateway should be reachable. Okay. Because we make the connectivity and see I'm able to reach. Now you guys tell me which link is going to carry the traffic. How to verify my link is redundant or not? Any guess? First, let me go here and
we can shut down the one link.
We consider the port port link, a port number.
Here first you verify the CLI configuration. If you want to check that redundant link configuration, just put it here. Sorry. So just copy this from here. Paste it. So you get this configuration. You can see this redundant configuration. We have the 2 ports. Ping is allowed. Type is redundant. This is the port members. Device identification enable. LLDP transmission enables. By default, LLDP is also enabled. But which link is going to carry the traffic? That is depend on the lower port ID. Okay. So which one is the lower port ID? Anyone tell me? 2 or 3?
2.
2, right?
2.
So definitely my traffic is going to come on the port 2. So let's verify. The theory says whatever the lower port ID, that is going to be carry your traffic, and that is known as the slave port. That is known as the slave port. And the traffic is not carrying the traffic. That is the that is also slave port, but current slave and non-current slave. One is the slave, that is a current slave. Both are going to be slave. But which one is the current slave? That is the lower port ID is going to be current slave. Make sense? So let's validate from the CLI. So I can go here. I can go here. And I go in the CLI. Alpesh, you there in the class? You able to hear me? Alpesh, Mr. Alpesh. You able to hear me, Alpesh? I can see you always unmuted, but I want to talk, but you're not responding anything. You dropped the class. Okay, leave it. So the things I want to check here, that is a command you have to write, diagonist netlink. Sorry, you have to run a command diagonist netlink redundant name, like redundancy. Sorry. So we have to put exact name. So let me first type the name. Sorry, my bad. So you have to put exact name. So system interface. Now let me put the name. And the name is, you have to put this redundant link, complete name. It's very, now it's fine. And if you run this command, you're going to see that. So watch it carefully. We have the slave port 2. We have the slave port 3. But what is my current slave? That's port 3. So it's matching with the theory and the practical. What it told? Everyone agree? So
Yeah.
I told the lower port
Yes, yes.
slave,
Yes, I got it.
and that is going to be current slave. Both are slave, but that is going to be current slave. Let's take an example. If this link is going to be down, then what is going to be happen? It should be automatically shift the traffic to the port 3. Make sense? So let's verify whether it's happening or not. So if I just check it here, now you see. Who is the current port as a slave?
Port
3,
3.
3.
Port 3. So this is how its magic is going to happen, and this is known as a redundant configuration of the
Magic.
How much time it takes to shift the port?
Oh, पढ़ना पड़ेगा मुझे. It's very very microseconds. Okay, I never did research on this. Okay.
We can observe the packet drop.
Yes, we saw some packet loss. Let me see.
Yeah, there is
One packet was there loss. Yeah,
one packet of
yeah, one packet was
milliseconds.
there. So it's almost very less. One packet.
Less than 1 millisecond.
Yes, but yes, it was happened very fast.
Hmm.
Surendra, you have a question. You raise your hand. Go ahead, please. Ask your question, man.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm curious about the index 0 and index 1. What is this? I mean, index.
That just your indexing of the whatever the port you have. So the first port is going to be index 0, that lower one, and the index one is going to be second port, which is going to be higher one. That is going to part of redundant.
Okay, so the indexing should incremental, right? If we have more than 2 ports,
Then it's
then
going to be that's going to be like index 3. Means 2,
Okay.
not index 2. This is just a number for just indexing internal programming. I don't know how it is happening, but it's just going to be increased for the every port number what is going to add in the redundant. Okay.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right. So now,
Hi, sir.
yes, Nausad.
Yes, sir. My question is like based on the lowest priority, can we become like,
Nausad.
like active port.
Nausad, listen
But
first. Nausad, listen first. The last class you attended, the full last class, your internet was not fine. Your voice was not audible. You have to make sure when you're in my class, you have the good internet. Else I will not talk to you. Last full class, you have the bad internet, and we have the always discussion. So please make sure you have the good internet. First test your connectivity, then ask the question. I'm unable to understand anything, what you're asking. Is it same for everyone, guys, or only for me?
No, it
No,
is
same,
also.
same.
It is for
So,
same.
so
me.
this is my recommendation, guys. When you're in the class, first 2 discipline you have to maintain. You should be in the quiet place where nobody is going to disturb because you invested money for learning, okay? And your internet should be fine. Then only we can communicate. If I'm not able to hear and you keep asking the question, then it's going to be no meaning for me. So Nasad, please, I request from next class, you must have the good internet. If not good internet, just try to apply for the Airtel or any local vendors. Not join for the hottest sports. All right, put your question in chat. I'll take that.
Hello. Hi,
Yes,
sir.
yes, Jitu, please tell me.
Sir, suppose I have a 2 ISP firewall, and what types of configuration needed for the redundant?
The same configuration, redundant link is something going to make means 2 interfaces going to be work as a one logical interface. The only difference, one is going to be as active.
That I can understand, sir. But my question is that we have a 2 ISP on the same firewall, and which will we need to be?
Let me draw your scenario and we can understand better way, okay? So whenever I have the questions, I try to draw. So take an example, this is my firewall, right? You want 2 ISP need to be connected. 1 ISP or 2 ISP?
2 ISP.
So this is not feasible solution for you. If 2 ISP, you cannot make them redundant, okay? You have to send
Hey, to ISP, there is should be load balancing, right? Why you are using redundant?
Yes. So if you already 2 ISP, so one link is going to be there, right? And another link is going to be there. If you want to make these 2 links from the same ISP, then you can make the redundancy, right? You can assign single IP address and 2 link is going to be configuration from the ISP side. But if you're going to make the two different ISP, then they're totally different, independent L3 links. Jitu, you understand? So in
Yeah,
that case, you not require these redundancies. It's more about the LAN infra, okay? Not for the WAN. Okay, so if I just turn on this port, again auto failover is going to happen. If I turn on this, Nasad is asking, if the lowest port again come up, then which one will become the current slave? Okay, that's a good question, Naushad. So let me do that. That was my already in like next section. So let me turn on this port. And you see by yourself which one is going to become the next one. Let me show you. I'll copy this command and I'll paste it here. Which one become the current slave, Naushad? Put me in the chat. Which one port is slave? Port 3, right? Nasad. And see again we have the one packet loss. So if port is going to be come up again, auto failover is going to be happen. Shall we move next step? If you all are agree, give me thumbs up. We all are happy for redundancy and you guys are able to crack the interview if someone is going to ask. Clear?
But Vishal, here we have put the IP address. So which port port should be pointed this IP address? Both ports.
Logical. Both has a logical. Only one port is going to carry traffic.
Okay.
Logically, both become one port, right?
Mm.
Logically. So physically, traffic one packet is a one link as a data. Yes, Anand, go ahead, please.
If I want my port 3 to be the primary one, then what I need to do?
Oh, see, documentation show that the only one way we can make this as a redundant based on the port ID. Okay. So,
The scenario is like, I know that I need both of the link, and I know, suppose I have some packet losses, or some kind of you can say some packet drops that I can observe in the so I want the port 3 to be um you can say active, or yeah, you are using
yeah.
the word here, current slave. And I don't want to even set the port 2, because in case of the complete shutdown of port 3, it should switch to port 2. So we have we should not a complete down. Instead, we can okay with some packet drops.
See,
This scenario happens in many places.
so see, as per documentation, this is a written documentation, official, right? We don't have any priority setting for the override that normal nature of the redundancy. They based on the work on the port ID only, right? Whatever the port ID, port 4, 5, 6. So lower is going to be always winner. If this is going to be down, this is going to be winner. So we don't have any way to manipulate the like default behavior. That is one thing. What was the second question, Anand?
This was the only question.
This was
I
only
just
question.
explained, yeah, like adding cost or anything is
No, there is
possible.
nothing. You can see this is that's it's talking more in
Okay,
the
it's a
redundant
drawback of
interface.
this
Yes.
redundant link. Okay.
Yes. So we just have to work on the port ID base only. Nothing we can do more than port ID. As per my best knowledge, but still I will check if any documentation is saying anything, or if you guys find, just let me know. I'll upgrade my knowledge as well. But as per the books, what I have seen in the past and current document is showing that just only the port ID. Okay. Any other question? Good question? Or we are good? Let's move in the next step. So the second step, we have to configure that is known as the aggregated interface. In this aggregated interface, we have to make sure my port 2 and 3 is going to be part of the aggregation, and then on the switch we have to make these port as aggregations. So in that case, both are going to become the high speed links. Both are going to be logically one link, and they're going to become the high speed links. So how it can be? Yes, go ahead, please. Shabir, you want to ask something?
No.
Okay, so shall I
No.
continue? Okay.
Yeah.
So very first thing, again, this PC is trying to reach that particular gateway, but I need to configure first Ether channel on the switch, because without Ether channel, we cannot make it. So there is two protocol, that is the PAGP versus LSCP. Anyone know what is the difference between these two?
Yeah. Can I tell?
Hold on, let me
Hmm.
wait for the people. I know you
Okay.
can tell, but what others? What is a PAGP? What is
Yes.
LSCP? Yes.
LSCP is standard, means any other vendors can, it's not priority to Cisco.
Okay.
And I don't remember, but I know how to configure it.
Yeah, Ben, you want to say something?
Yes, I was to say that port aggregation is Cisco proprietary, and link aggregation is standard protocol. Yeah, so which one? But since we are not in Cisco environment, I think link aggregation control protocol is the best for this environment.
So, Mr. Anand, you tell me, in this scenario, FortiGate and switch, which protocol is going to work?
Fortinet, it should be definitely LSCP.
And what was switch?
Switch, which model it is? It is a Cisco or
Cisco,
how?
it's Cisco.
So it should support. Like I am not very sure, but it should support both. But by default, it should use what is PAG? I think so.
Okay, let me find
Port
the question
aggregator.
for you.
We can't do is right.
Wait.
That should be.
Wait. I want to agree little with Anand. He's my favorite friend, okay? So now, Anand, let's suppose it's going to be asked a question. Can we make LSAP if we're going to use these two protocols? Here, PSGP and LSAP. Is it possible or not? You are routing switching expert, I know, but I want to answer.
Uh, I normally it should not be.
We have to make
I am not studied, but I'm thinking it's when you say it will tag the information. No, it should not.
Okay, let me ask. Nasad, you have a good internet? You want to speak? Let me test you. You're also my old student.
Yes, sir. It will not will become
Why it will
not
not come? Region. I want to know the region.
because both sides should be same protocol need to
Okay, so
configure.
let me fine tune something. So now I'll configure the PAGP. Then it is going to work or not? FortiGate PAGP, here PAGP also. Now you tell me.
No, not work because FortiGate is not
No.
support PAGP. PAGP support only for Cisco device.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
good.
yeah.
Yeah, so the idea is, let me summarize. No worry, I just asked the random question sometime. So the idea is, the FortiGate, this is Cisco. If this device is going to be Cisco also switch, we can use the PAGP. This is the Cisco proprietary protocol, okay? That is a port aggregation protocol. But if the devices are two different vendor, we cannot use the PAGP. We have to use the LSCP. So I have to make LSCP here, I have to make LSCP here. And then it is going to make my port. Hey, Mano, how are you? You joined a bit late, right?
Yeah, sorry, I was first class. I didn't know.
No problem.
I logged in when you kind of do the failover, when you were pausing that one connection command link, and then it's failover to the other one. That's when I joined. So I was
No problem.
just to kind of get
I will cover. I
overview.
will
Yeah,
cover for you. Okay, don't worry. We'll
no,
have
no,
one
no
session.
problem. Thank you.
Okay. Let's
Thank you.
understand from
Thank you.
here. All right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem.
So we have to make LSAP from the both end side. Joab, you have a still question you want to ask?
Sir, but I worked in many other companies, but everyone using LSCP, even they have Cisco switches on both end.
Yeah,
They are using
that's the good protocol. LSCP is going to be always there. Okay, 99% case. But even the Cisco switches, you want to use the PHP, that is going to work. That is Cisco proprietary. So it's not mandatory you have to use the LSCP always in Cisco. You can use the LSCP. Sorry, you cannot mandatory to use the PSCP. You can use the LSCP as well, right? So industry standard saying always use the LSCP, not PHP. Clear, Joab?
Okay, okay.
All right. So let's make this trunking. So very first thing, I'll go in the FortiGate firewall and I will try to make the trunking protocol redundant link here. And then we'll see how it is going to be configured on the switch end. So I'll go here. That is the VLAN. This is not required redundant link. So I need to change this. Let me first I cannot delete this. I need to first hold on, guys. I need to remove this one, no? Right? Why it's not showing the removable things? There should be a revision number. Let me go in last. Yeah. So you cannot delete directly the link. You can see if I'm clicking the delete button is disable. This is a very important concept. You have to make it note down. So if I want to make them delete, any changes you want to do, you see the disable, this button is disabled, right? Delete button is not visible for you. So you have to go very right and you see that reference number. This reference number must be deleted. If you are going to delete this reference number, then your IP is going to remove and then it is going to be visible to delete on the here as well. So now you can see this is deleted. Now if I click, you can see this delete option is now available. So now I can delete the redundant configuration because I have to make the aggregate. So until I cannot make the aggregate, means the delete, I cannot make the same lab for the aggregations. So now I have to make this 2 port as an aggregate port. So what I have to do that? I have to go here, create interface, and here I have to select the 802.3 AD. That is the aggregate link. I click on it and I just put here aggregate link. This is the LSP protocol, aggregate protocol. So you just have to define that. By default, it's going to enable the LSCP as well. So what is the port number? Port 2 and port 3. And if I want to define the any IP as well, let's suppose I want to define 1/24, I can do that. And I can define the ping SSS HTTPS, whatever you want to do that, and click OK. So now you done the aggregate link configuration from the FortiGate firewall side of you. You have to do the same configuration for the switch. So how you can do that? Already you have the VLAN. So VLAN brief, you can see we have the VLAN and these are the ports that is part of VLAN. So let me make the default interface configuration. So I'll go in the config T, default interface range. I'll make the all put as a default. I don't want to put in the VLANs. So gig 0/0 to 3. So by running this command, all these ports are going to remove from the VLAN 30. So let me show you. After running this command, all 4 ports are going to remove. So VLAN brief. So you can see now VLAN 30, we don't have any link. So how the aggregation is going to happen? So you have to make first port channels. So I can go here and configure interface port channel. And I can give any name, let's suppose 1, 2. And in this, I can just put a description why using this particular. So I can just make as a FortiGate I can just put as a FortiGate aggregate interface. It's just description. You can put any name. And now I can just put as a switch port mode access, switch port. That's all right. And switch port access allowed. Switch port access VLAN 30.
VLAN.
Yeah, so I done it. Okay, so that is done for the my interface. Now we have to go on the ports and we have to make them part of the channel group, that is a port channel 12. So how it is possible? You have to go on the interface, and the interface we have to make the port channel, that is a gig 0 and 01. So there is a command, you can use the range as well. So if you want to range, go 0 by 0 to 1. So both port configuration is going to happen in the one go. Individually also you can do that. There is no problem. So I will go here and I'll just make a switch port mode access. And then I can run the command switch port access VLAN 30. And then I can make the channel group. That is the, I have to define the, that is a port channel number. And then it is asking what mode you want to define. So in port channel, because when you have to use the LSCP, see, so LSCP support active and the passive. PAGP support your desire and auto, and default is the on. So might be, I'm assuming you guys have the good knowledge of CCNP and you know about this, but give the short idea. If I'm going to use the LSCP, right? So let's suppose you make, this is the FortiGate, right? Here we not have any option to define any active or passive. By default, it's going to be active. So that is a switch. If I'm going to use the LSCP, here is a passive, here is a passive. It is not going to form the port channel. Make sense? If both side is going to passive, it is not going to make a port channel. So you have to make sure one side is active, one side is a passive. That's the first criteria. So you always have to make sure this is going to be happen. So either you can put both sides active or one side active, one side passive. So my decision is always go and define the active both sides. There is no problem. Still they are going to negotiate. So I will do as a active. Either my FortiGate is going to passive or active, I don't care, but I'll make it active here. So I'll do right. Now my configuration is done. So what next? So if you go here and run the command, if you want to see the configuration, show run, let me show you the configuration, what I have done on the actual reality. So I created the port channel. This is the port channel. That's a part of VLAN 30. Now I created these two ports. This is and these are part of channel group 12. Whatever channel port channel you make, you have to make the channel group here, and that mode you have to define the active. And now your configuration is done. So how to verify my ether channel is up and down? So there is a command, show ether channel
summary.
So you can see the status is showing that port channel SU. S is equal to showing that layer 2, because the layer 2 port, U is equal to you're going to get in use. So this is the flag. You can see the flags here. So these flags are showing SU, means this port is layer 2 port, this port channel is, and it's still in use. Sometime you're going to find the not in use. N is going to be not in use. No aggregations like that. And the protocol, what protocol you're running? LSCP. And P is equal to, it's going to be provisioned. Means bundle in the port channel, not provision. That means provision. So bundle in the port channel. So you can see, so this showing that my ether channel is working fine. It's negotiating with the Palo Alto firewall. But if it change as a LSCP to PAGP, it is not going to work. It is always going to be down. So now if I go in the PC, right, and let me show you. And FortiGate firewall, if I want to see that, how my aggregation is going to look like. So already I make the aggregation from the GUI, but if you want to see the CLI, how you can check that? So you have to run the command diagoness netlink aggregate, right, and name, and what we put the name? I forgot the name.
Aggregate underscore link.
Let me
No, a redundant link.
No. This one. Redundant done, Ben. You're missing something. We done the redundant.
I was saying the name of the link was redundant link.
Now we just change the aggregate link. We make it underscore link.
Okay.
Yeah. Aggregate name, and you have to put this name whole as a. See? So it's showing again index 1. This is the port. This is the index 0. So whatever port we are getting that. And here you understand step by step. So this is showing that LSB flag active, that same thing, right? LSB mode is active or passive, right? And that is the like speed slow or fast, aggregation individual, right? So status, you can see this showing that my LSCP job, right? Flag you can see and right, and port is 2, right? And this is the link millisecond, and see what is the mode it's showing, active. But somehow we don't have the option to show if it is a passive. I make the passive another side, it will never going to make a ether channel. So you can see it's a passive, speed is slow, right? And this is the MAC address for the both links, and this is the index, and you can just match the MAC address. This is the matching for this link, and if you go down, the other MAC address you're going to also find here, and the system MAC. This is system MAC address 81, and here's another system MAC address. Means partner system MAC address, the another side MAC address, and aggregation ID. So this is how it's working. The port channel means the aggregation from the both end. And now if you go in this PC again, and let me check it, show IP. So this is 30, and if I try to ping 30.30.30.30.1, should ping my port channel job. So let me, why it's not pinging? What's wrong? Ping is allowed, right? The traffic should work. Ping is allowed.
The port is physically up.
Yeah, let me, okay, this port is not part of VLAN 30. Remember, I removed that. This port also part of VLAN 30, na? You guys noted that? I remove all the configuration. If I go
Yes, remove that.
show VLAN brief, only port channel part of VLAN 30. So my this port also part of VLAN 30, na? Then only it is going to make the bridge. Clear? So let me do that. Interface, what is a port? That is a gig 0x3. Switchboard mode access. Switchboard access. VLAN 30. Do no shit. Do right. Now let me go here. Should be reachable. Why it's not reachable? Let me check. Show VLAN brief. Gig 0x3. Sorry, port.
Status, if you want to check.
Yeah, I'm checking that. So interface description include up. This is also up, right?
My port channel is also up and interface are up.
Just wait, okay? Let me check. The IP is right. We have the IP, we have the ping is eligibility. The ports are up, right?
Physical layer check layer back address
Let
table.
me do one thing. Let me create one SBI here, right? So interface VLAN, let me create 30 here, and I give the IP address. Just hold on. Let me test from here, okay? I want to isolate the issue. IP address interface VLAN 30. IP address 30.30.30.30. Let me make as to 25 to 55 to 55.0. Not shut. 30.30.30.1. Do right. Let me try from here. Okay. First, let me isolate. Let me check for this PC. It's able to reach the 30 IP or not. So 30 is reachable now. You can see. And now 1 is also reachable.
So VLAN 30 not rated.
Sorry?
Interface VLAN 30 not created.
But now created, no? Show IP interface brief. Let me show. Show IP interface brief. Show IP interface brief. So the VLAN 30.
It's VLAN 30 and now it's showing VLAN 30.
Yeah, so
we have
it was not pinging, but it's not required technically. I don't know why it was, but it's pinging now. But you understand how to make the Ether channel, right? We're not going to troubleshooting. Might be I will take later on why it was not working, but in even the end-to-end access port should work. So we can ping, right? And we can see my port channel up and working. So the configuration, the port channel, you have to learn on the FortiGate firewall how to do that and how to verify. So you just have to go aggregate port and you have to do the configuration. That's all. Any doubt anyone have till now? We are good. Tell me, guys. All good? Shall I move next?
Can we see in the CLI the interface command like it is after bundling the two ports, the bandwidth has been increased.
Yeah, diagonist. Let me first run the command. So system interface.
I think can we see in this? No, don't give the
Let me check.
bandwidth.
Let me check together. We'll check that, right? I'll go here, copy, paste. Sorry. So here is the bandwidth we cannot see here, right? Bandwidth delay is not going to be there. The active key, port up, speed, you can see here, 1000, 1 GPS, 1 GPS. So logically, it's going to be 2 GPS, but it's not going to say the logical bandwidth, Anand. Okay.
Okay. So
You
we will
might
not see like interface of a combine of like
both
okay.
interface.
That's fine.
Okay. So one more.
And can you go back to the GUI?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to see something.
Yes, please. Mono. What do you want to see, GUI?
Yeah, that so if you go, yeah, that picture again, like the topology that you had.
Okay, this one, right?
Yes. So are we not doing link aggregation between port 2 and 3? Because I was a bit confused when we talk about GA0203 or the one that BPC
No.
7 and 8.
This doing on the FortiGate side aggregation.
Okay.
This doing in the switch side aggregation. Only
Right.
than this.
Yeah, that I understood. Yeah.
There earlier we have the redundant lab, right? On this we have these 4 interface in the same VLAN. So I remove that configuration and I make the default configuration. Then I create aggregate for these 2 ports, gig 0 by 0 and gig 0 by 1. They become redundant, and then I create the redundant for this link.
Oh, so you had the issue is that VLAN that you are using had 4 ports, which are 2 from switch and 4 to that is connecting to the PCs. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Manu. Okay, so very next concept we have the software switch. So what is a software switch? Software switch, let's suppose you want these 2 PCs to talk as a layer 2 device. Means you don't have to give any intelligence. You want to make them communicate together. So I can use these 2 ports as a virtual switch, vSwitch, and this is known as a software switch. Yes, Anand, go ahead, please.
Sorry, I will take the class back to the previous topic. What about MLAG? If I'm going to use MLAG in the Fortinet, so what will be like different I have to make? It will be just the same command, or do I need to enable anything, or it will work and the other side is using a MLAG?
Oh, that it's a multi-chassis, right? Link aggregation.
Yeah. Like instead of having one device, I am going to use 2 different
Yeah.
devices
So
at the far end.
So that is going to be again aggregation the same way, right? You have the two different chassis. You have to run the same way. You have to club the ports and you have to do the AMLACs. There is no problem. You can do that.
So do we need to enable anything in the Fortinet interface? Like we have to define it's a okay. Okay, that's fine.
That's, I believe, because if you want, I
Or
can
it do not
slab
support
also.
MLAG like
Yes, this the chassis where the physical device is going to require. Okay, but I need to check one whether this lab is going to support or not. But the concept is going to be same. Okay, that required the 40 switch as well for the MLAC where we have to make the chassis basis connectivity.
yes. Okay, like Fortinet, do they support or it works on the HA only? It has to be like it
No, chassis is a different concept, Anand.
okay.
MLAC is just different concept. Again, like multi-chassis aggregation. That's it's kind of the redundancy, right? But that's a chassis level redundancy. But generally, we not use. I have never used, to be honest. But we can use the HA. That is the more usable process where we can have the multiple power in the HA group, and one is going to down, another is going to take a role. The same process is going to happen here also. What is going to happen? We can connect the multiple chassis via the aggregation link.
I configure MLAG in my environment where we have a different team in the firewall team. They never
Mhm.
show what they do at their end. So just like so just want to know what they actually do in the Fortinet firewall or
So
any
I think
firewall.
like you created the redundant interface, right? So similar, we have to make the aggregation for the two ports. It's for there is a one FortiGate, here is one port. You have to connect the cable, and you have to club those interfaces with the aggregation command only.
Same, the command is not going to change.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
yes.
need to
Only,
set.
only we have this command. You can see if you go the interface, we don't have anything for the MLAX. We have to go with the aggregated link only or redundant link only. These are only two options we have. So it's a process of the aggregating the multiple link together.
Okay.
If something is additional required, because I have never done, I'll check with the physical firewall I have. Okay, and I'll get back to you on that. Okay. Any other questions? We are good to next. All right. So now we have to understand the software switch. Software switch is a process where my switch is going to be used as a virtually in the FortiGate firewall, and they're going to make the layer 2 connectivity between the devices. So let me go here and define the IP address. So I'll go on this particular switch. The PC, I'll give the IP address 192.168.10.10. So IP, there's no gateway, simple IP because the flat layer 2. I'll go there as well. I'll go IP 192.168.10.11/24. Okay, this is done. So if you ping the PC1 to PC2, let me try to ping. It is not going to work for you. So it's not pinging. So how I can make the layer 2 ecosystem? And by using that ecosystem, they're going to ping to each other. That we have to do in this lab. So for that, I have to go in the FortiGate. And what are the interface? I have the 5 and 6. So I will go in the interface. And here I have to select the interface as a software switch. I'll make as a I'm not sure it's going to take a full name. Yeah, it's taken. And what is the interface? 5 and 6. No IP is required. It's pure layer 2. Just make it okay. So it's just make a software switch in somewhere. The both port are part of the software switch. So what next? If you go and check here in this particular PC, say it's a start pinging. Just simple magic happen. I haven't done any IP configuration, but these two ports are acting as a layer 2 switch. So in case if you have a requirement to use FortiGate firewall as a layer 2 switch, half of the firewall as a layer 2 switch, half of the firewall as a layer 3 firewall, you can do that. It's very flexible to do that. Even in the Palo Alto, you can do that. But you should know the process, how it is possible, how you can do that. So if I just go here as well and I try to ping, it is also pingable. 192.168.10.10. 10. See, so this is software switch, how it is going to run. It's an easy topic. Everyone able to digest. No problem, no hurdles in software switch.
So, but it's used in industry or not? It's very unique thing.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. I have the physical firewall, even that have that configuration. It's a very unique feature. Yes, you're right. Indeed, it's a unique feature, a good feature we have.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is only called transparent mode.
Yes. No, that is something different. vWire mode is something different. Okay. That's a different topic. That you're talking is this one. Virtual wire pair. So we're going to touch that topic. But before that, let me show you what we cover, what is pending. So we discussed the VLAN. This is the extended VLAN not required. That's not useful for us. That loopback interface, redundant, software switch, VLAN. Wi-Fi SSID is not required. SLVPN discuss later. So almost everything we covered here, we are good with that. Now the next topic that Anand just discussed, that is what is a virtual wire pair and how it is going to be used. You guys have a time for next 15-20 minutes, right? Everyone free? Everyone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then let's start. Let me stop this lab. And let me stop the recordings as well. So we have to move in the tab. And this is my virtual wire lab. Okay, so let me start this lab. So let's understand what is a virtual wire first. So in virtual wire, your FortiGate firewall is going to work as a transparent mode. If I talk about a transparent mode, that means your traffic is going to process from any direction, LAN to WAN, WAN to LAN. Just think about this is my LAN and this is my WAN. So if you want to make the connectivity from the LAN to WAN, your traffic is going to land to the FortiGate firewall. It is going to out to the router and it is going to reach to your further next PC. This is how your traffic is going to be happen. But this firewall not having capability to do the layer 2 processing, layer 3 processing, means not capable for switching and routing. You can only do the inspection of the traffic. So what you can do that? So let's suppose your packet is coming to this firewall. It can do the layer 2 inspection, layer 3 inspection, layer 4 inspection, layer 7 inspection, your URL, your user ID means user information, your content, payload, everything it can inspect, but it will not do any routing switching work. That is the role of the vWire mode of deployment. And only two interfaces going to be pair of the vWire in FortiGate. Same concept in the Palo Alto firewall also. So once you're going to start learning in the Palo Alto, you're going to get a similar concept. That's also known as the vWire interface, vWire mode of the firewall deployment. Clear? So the lab objective, we will see how these two devices are going to connect. And this firewall is going to act as a normal cable. But still this cable is going to like carry all the traffic and take action on the traffic. You can see why it's cable, because one IP is assigning here, another IP is assigning here. There is no IP, no IP. So logically it's a cable. If you able to ping from here to here, you think this is a cable connected here. Yes, Ben, you have a question, you raise your hand. Please ask.
Thank you. Can you create sub interfaces on the FortiGate file?
No, physical
Okay.
interface is not required.
Okay. So it means if you have like the link between router 1 and router 2, or C to ISP, and you have sub interfaces on the single physical connection.
Mm-hmm.
What will you do in this case? like the link is there with sub interfaces, and now you decide to bring in firewall for inspection. Is there any suggestion?
So see, sub interface you can create in this side where you have to assign the IP address. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here you're not doing any, see, it's not going to suppose switching and routing. So sub interface is part of the .1Q protocol is you have to use, right? Tagging, you have to do that. So let me show you. Joab, just wait for a while. I'll take your questions as well. Hold on. Let me just recheck my FortiGate firewall. Okay. System interface, that is a 137. So let me log in this device. So 137. So if you want to go here, you want to go in the network, right? Here is the interface. Here is a virtual wire, you can see. So if you have the ports right here, so first you have to call the ports. Based on that, you have to call. But if you want to make the sub interfaces, let me check. I'll go here. You see, we don't have the option to make interfaces as sub interface. We can assign the VLANs. In Palo Alto, we have the option, but here we don't have any option to make the sub interfaces. You can see. So that's the only region. We can assign the VLANs, but we cannot make the sub interface in the this FortiGate firewall. You understand my problem, right?
Okay.
So anyhow, we have to. I'm just exploring if I'm not missing anything, but we don't have the function. That's a good question, by the way. But you always have to do the physical mapping. So if you're going to create the vWire, you have to map the interfaces, and that is going to be your interface ID.
Okay. So in that case, meaning that one should have a firewall with many ports so that the configurations of the sub interface will now be on physical interfaces. I think.
Can you repeat again, Ben, again? I missed.
What I meant is, in this case, instead of sub interfaces on a single cable, the firewall should have many ports so that
Right. Right. So ideally, vWire, Ben, only required 2 ports.
Yeah, okay.
So definitely we must have the firewall 2-port free. Okay.
Okay.
So sub interface I can understand. If you work on the ISP environment, we have the P router that required a lot of sub interface features, right? But in firewall, like it's like come with the many ports also, 10 port, 20 port, 24 port, 48 ports also.
Okay.
But it just required 2 ports. You have to keep a spare 2 ports if you're going to use this vWire mode.
Okay. Thanks. And please, when we cross, you will help me. I wanted to log into the firewall today, but it's not giving me that.
I'll give an idea after this, okay? Just a step.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Joy, what was the question for you?
The same, sir. It's means only 2 port can be a transparent mode. So it's based on the model, or it's a OS that gives
No,
only this.
any OS, any model, the 2 port is going to be required.
Okay, not more than that we can't take.
No, only 2 ports.
Okay.
So now I'll go here and let me set up the IP first on the system. So this is going to be 172.16.10.2 and gateway is going to be 1. So I'll go here IP 172.16.10.2/24, gateway is 172.16.10.1. This is done. IP that is going to be 192 and gateway is 10.1. You guys have to assign this way what I'm assigning for your lab. (168.10.1). That is done. Now you have to go in the routers, right? Routers we have to go. Let me open both routers so I can quickly make the configurations. Okay, so it's putting up. So I'll go here and make the host name as the R1. Okay, and do show IP interface brief. And what I have to do that, first I have to assign the IP on this Ethernet 0, 172 and Ethernet, sorry, 0 by 1 and 0 by 0. So I'll go interface Ethernet 0 by 1, give 172.16.10.1 to 55 to 55 to 55.0, no shit. And we have another interface Ethernet 0 by 0, IP address 10.10.10.1, 55 to 55 to 55.0, no shit. So it's a pretty straightforward. You can assign the IP address. So now if you ping from this PC, you're able to reach your gateway. So you can always verify the connectivity. So you make sure you have the point-to-point connectivity. So I'm able to reach. So that's the one thing is fine. Now I'll go in the router 2 as well. And hostname R2. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Right? Do show IP interface brief. And interface is, let me go here. That is Ethernet 0 by 0. That is going to be IP 10.10.10.2 to 55 to 55 to 55.0. No shit. And another is Ethernet 1. So I'll go here, Ethernet 0 by 1, IP address 192.168.10.10.1 to 55 to 55 to 55.0. No shit, do right. And if you go in the VPC2, try to ping a gateway. So make sure we have the gateway reachability 192.168.10.1. Should be reachable. Yeah. So now we have the reachability. But we have to make sure these two firewalls, these two interfaces should talk to each other. That's the objective, right? Through the FortiGate firewall. And we are not going to assign any IP here. Any layer 2 VLANs. So if I go in this router, R1, and I try to ping the R2 IP address, should be reachable, right? But it is not going to ping because we have the firewall in between. So we are not able to ping. And same if I go in the R2, it is not going to ping my R1. So anyhow, we have to make end-to-end connectivity, but we have to configure the vWire in this particular section. So how it is possible? I need to go in the FortiGate, and after going in the FortiGate, I need to configure my vWire policy. Means first vWire, and I'll put the interface 2 and 3. So you can see it's asking must have two interface member, right? You can see that also giving the warning. So you just click it. The moment you will do that, and you can see the vWire has been configured. And there are two physical ports. Now if I'm going in the switch 2 and try to ping switch 1, still it's not pinging. The vWire has been configured, but we are not able to ping. We have traffic going to the firewall, but somehow it is not working. Why it's not working? Because you have to define a special policy that is a vWire policy. So you have to go in the policy, and if you disable the vWire policy, this policy is not going to be visible to you. So I forget to define earlier, means show you. There is no vWire. That means this is not going to show by default. Once you enable the vWire, this policy is automatically going to be available. So it is not going to work until you define the policy. So you have to go in the policy and you have to create the policy. So you have to make the vWire policy. And you can see this is the ports you want to make them reachable. So you want to make the one direction, mean 2 to 3, that is going to be the, but like 3 to 2, then you have to click here. You want to make the both, then you have to make this one. You want to restrict with any source destination, we'll see that. But let me make for time being all. any source, any destination, any services. I want to allow. There is no NAT is required, and I want to allow the communication. So now my policy is ready, but no inspection is happening. Now if I go to ping, see, I'm able to ping. My traffic start going to the firewall. So it makes sense, guys, how I make them reachable from the 10 to means 10.10.1 to 10.10.2. Clear? Okay. Next section, we have to make the end-to-end reachability, right? So to make the end-to-end reachability, what is going to happen when this network is going to land on this particular router? It will check the routing for this subnet. So we not have any routing, so it will drop the packet. So what I'll do that, I'll put the default route. Next hop is this one. So your packet is going to reach here. But when reply is going to back, for this destination also require the routing. So I'll put one reverse route 0.0.0.0. Then they are going to talk to each other by putting the next hop, this one. So right now my end-to-end communication is not happening. If I try to ping 172 to 192, it is not going to work. So if I'm going to VPC 1 and try to ping 192.168.10.2, it's not reachable, right? This is the IP of the 2, not pingable. So we have to make reachable, then we have to define the routing only. So I'll go in the R1 config T IP route 0.0.0. Do right. I'll have to put the reverse route as well, else it is not going to work. 0.0.0, 0.0.0.0, 10.10.1, do right. So now if you're going to ping from this VPC, it must be pingable. See, this start pinging. So the traffic is going from the firewall. If you go here as well, reverse ping 172.16.10.2, it is also pingable. So your traffic is heading to the firewall. How you can check that? You go here, even you can check from the dashboard. If you want to check that, your traffic is coming here, and this is my source and destination. You can see. So that means firewall is processing your traffic. And if you want to take action somewhere, it is possible. Now understand the use case. My vWire is okay. I configured vWire. My traffic is processing, but I want, listen carefully. From this PC, I can ping to this IP address, but I cannot ping to this IP address. Is it possible? If there is no firewall, then you have to work on the ACL and different use cases, then it is possible. But firewall, how it is going to transparently block that packet? Because of it's having the inspection capabilities. So if I have the inspection capability, I can block the traffic anyhow from anywhere. So let's see what is happening now. If I'm this particular PC, and if I'm going there, I'll try to ping 10.1, it's pingable. 10.2, it's also pingable. But what I want 10.2 should not be pingable. So I have to go and create the policy. I have to go in the policy, vWire policy, and I'll create the policy block IP 192.68.10.2. From where? Let's suppose any direction is coming. What is the source I want to? Source, let's suppose I can create the one source. The source is coming from the PC1, and that is going to be IP. I can just call the IP. That is the 172.16.10.2/32. The single IP address, and that's all. So this is the PC1 IP address that is coming. Then you can always check. You click here, it is going to show the IP detail. So if you click here, it is IP. What destination you want to go? So I want to destination. I create one more here. So I'll just create here, create address, and this might be the PC2, and this is going to be 192.168.10.2 because that IP I want to block, and I click 192.168.10.2/32, not 24. So it is going to be there. So now I call the PC2. Services any services coming. What action I want to do? Deny. And I click let me ping here. So if I just ping .2, it's pinging. But the moment I enable the policy, you will see the magic is going to happen. Now you see it is going to block my traffic. Okay, I'm doing the reverse ping. I need to go PC1 to PC2, sorry. So IP config, sorry, show IP. So I should start from this PC. So if I ping 192.168.10.2, this IP we block. What happened? Why not it's blocking? Okay, so there is a problem. Why it's not blocking? Because understand, guys, again, this kind of mistake you might be going to do that. The top policy is saying everything allow, and below policy is saying you block the IP address. This policy is never going to hit. So you always have to move this policy in top. Means specific blocking you want to do that. So you always move on the top. Now it is going to block one IP address, rest is going to be allowed. So if I go here again, ping, it's not pinging now. ICMP timeout. So the system is block everything. But if I just try to ping, my another IP address should be reachable. So this is how magic can be happen. Any packet, anything you want to do that from your FortiGate firewall, it is absolutely possible to block your ICMP packet, any TCP connections, UDP connections, applications, content, whatever you want to do that. Yes, Joab, please go ahead.
Sir, but you said it will not work on L2, L3, but it's working in L3 layer. We are able to.
No, there is no routing. What routing is happening? Routing is not happening. There is no routing switching. What routing is happening? But you tell me, there is no routing happening. Packet is coming here. It's checking the route. Based on route, it's forwarding to next hop. This device is dumb device, right? But the packet is going here. It's inspecting the packet informations, not routing. Means what is my MAC address? What is my IP address? What is my port number? And based on that, it's taking action. Are you running any OSPF here? Are you running any BGP here? Are you running any static route here? Are you running any connected? Tell me, Joab.
No.
So based on the MAC is not a routing. IP is not a routing. It's a protocol. Port is not IP, application not IP. And based on that, it's taking the actions. Clear now?
Okay.
All right. So this is how you can do that for any inspector. That is known as the vWire interface. Clear? Everyone clear? Give me thumbs up if you're clear. We are good for today.
Yeah, yes.
Now, Ben, you tell me what problem you're facing in the lab. Ben, you there? Hello, Ben.
Yes, can I show my screen?
Wait.
Okay.
I'm making you the co-host. Now you can share your screen.
Okay,
Please
thank you.
stop my sign. Just share your screen.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to open the CLI, but when I come here, I cannot continue.
Just close this one. Close this one. Okay. Just log out from left. Go in left side. Go in left side. Get left side. Extreme left. Yes, extreme. Yeah. Log out the lab again.
Log out?
Yes, log out. Go down. Go down. Log out.
Okay.
Now log in again. Click OK. Just click on double click on this device.
The firewall. Okay.
Yeah, just click on. Just press enter. Press enter by clicking on the black screen. Press enter by clicking on the black screen.
Yeah, that's what I.
You done?
Yes.
Not moving anywhere?
No.
Okay, just close it. Just close this black window. Just go in the
Yeah.
firewall and just go in the firewall. Click on the pencil icon, just pencil icon. Okay. Oh, that image is invalid. All right. Oh, okay. So I need to fix this one. This image is invalid for this particular lab. Okay. So I will fix tomorrow. Okay. Will it fine for you?
That's all right. I wanted to practice some things, but
I will fix tomorrow. Okay. Anyhow. Okay. Don't worry.
oh,
We'll
thank
give
you.
a different port of the lab. Okay. There is image somehow missing in this particular lab. So we
Oh,
had
okay.
I can add right
Okay.
away. Just hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Just hold on.
All right.
Let me try to fix.
Thank
If you
you.
can do right away. What is your port number? 118, right?
Yes, 1,318.
Okay, hold on. Mm. Open SAP substitute. What is the name? FileZilla. FileZilla. Let me open the FileZilla. Stay on the line only. I'm going to fix 11.00012 root. Okay. Let me go OPT. That's in inlet. Add-ons, chemo. I will not have FortiGate. Okay. So let me find the FortiGate lab. So I can put it here. Where it is. Give me 1 minute, okay? I'm checking where it's moved. Okay, it's let me delete. Delete. Hold on. I'm trying to put this image. It's not happening. It's not moving in the right folder. Okay, now it's done. Okay, so Ben, can you just refresh your page again? Just refresh the page and try to refresh the browser. Refresh the browser. Refresh the browser again. Just click on the pencil icon again. Pencil icon. Yeah. Now you try to run this. Just double click on the firewall. Press enter now. Still not, right?
No. All right. I think
No,
my
let
end
me
is
let me fix right away. Let me share my screen, okay?
okay.
Hold on.
No.
We'll fix right away. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
1118. KY. Let me keep working with the FortiGate labs. Right. Let me check. You have this one. Okay. Just do right click, wipe the lab first. Okay. And after this, start the lab. And let me try. Click on it.
Wipe, you said?
Just click and wipe. You can see the wipe. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just do it and click it here. So now it's working. See? Now it's working.
Mm.
So now image is there. It's working. You just paste me your password. I'll check right away. Can you paste your password? 1-1. Yeah. Your username is Ben. I need your password.
Yeah, I've present and formatting shared data partition, then starting system. Yeah.
Can you put in this chat? Can you put in this chat 1-1?
Okay, I should write my password in your
Chat
yeah,
1-1.
it has scanned.
Now it is opening, na?
Yes.
It's opening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's opening.
Okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So no, here you don't have to type any password. You have to put first admin. Okay. Just press enter again.
Okay.
Press enter and type
Okay,
admin. Enter, no password. Press enter again. Now set a new password like Ben@1256 like that. Anything.
Okay.
Or you can put admin again. There is no problem.
Yeah.
Anything you can set. Now you're.
Yeah. I mean,
Good. Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Yeah, enjoy your weekends. Okay.
Thank you. You too. I wanted to do some labs.
So we also wanted how many we get?
Sorry, Joeb.
Sir, want the same like how many we get?
I'm not able to hear you. Can
He's
you?
asking how to access the lab. Even I
Okay,
don't
so you
have
not have
access
the
to the lab.
Joeb, you don't have the lab access still?
No.
Okay, just do one thing.
Even I don't have.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Ben, you stop your sharing. Okay.
Okay.
You guys just do WhatsApp on this number. You can see. Just go learn.guinet or might be the guinet.com. Let me post the URL. Okay. And after that, you go and do the WhatsApp on this number. Somebody is going to reply, not my today, tomorrow you're going to get lab. Until you're going to get lab, just keep asking, where is my lab? They will give you. Definitely tomorrow you'll get that. Don't worry. All right, for today, guys, you all happy?
Thank
Any
you.
problem?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sir, Vishal sir, the CCNP labs also going to start. So are you doing the same?
CCNP data center is coming, not the ENCOR. Data center is coming tomorrow. So there is my colleague, he's like very expert in data center. So I'll launch that course together. Okay.
It's a data center or not ENCOR? Routing switching?
ENCOR is already running. Okay. So that is a different timing. Okay. So you want to learn ENCOR? Okay. So
But it's already running.
yes, it's already. We'll inform for the new batch. Okay, Joab?
Okay.
Okay.
So, sir, when can we talk?
We'll talk when separately. Okay, might be tomorrow. Okay, or day after tomorrow.
That's all right.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you.